What's up, guys, and welcome back to, you guessed it, we're in the garage. So today we're prepping for a drift event, and I'm throwing some spark plugs in the truck. So I was under here, the reason I'm replacing the spark plugs, or even checked them in the first place, was the truck just feels or felt like it was down on power compared to how it was with the carburetor, and couldn't figure it out. You know, I went through stuff, so I'm like, let's check spark plugs, let's see what's going on. So start going through the spark plugs. You know, I mean, they don't look bad. That's one. They look pretty good. They're a little dark, so it's been running a little rich, but it's hard to say what's from the fuel injection and what's from the carburetor. But then I got to this one, and this was in hole number 3, and I'm like, well, that's not right. There's something going on with that. So, you know, I look up, and this wasn't like this. It was sitting right on top, and I did not notice that it wasn't plugged in. So for LS Fest, not plugged in. For my last drift event, not plugged in. On a 400 horsepower motor, even just 400, I mean, if I'm making more, great. But on a 400 horsepower motor, that's 50 horsepower that is gone per hole, right? So that hole not firing, luckily it was not spark, it just, so it wasn't, you know, filling up and trying to hydrolock itself. But yeah, no fuel to that cylinder, period. And it's weird because when it would idle, I'm like, that doesn't sound normal, but I didn't know if it was the terminator issue, like cold start. You know, it sounded more normal once it warmed up. So we're gonna throw these spark plugs in that I just got and plug that in and see how it sounds. So let's do that. Alright, so this side is in and plug wires are back on. So after finding that and nearly forgetting again, let's plug that guy back on. And I think part of the problem is with those injectors being turned around so that things look more clean. Good and tight. Okay. Fixed. Hopefully that makes a difference. Alright, I'm going to get this side done. It's not worth showing you because I'm probably going to cuss a lot. Yeah, anyway. We'll snap and they'll be done. Ready? Oh, well, I guess I snapped too far. Oh well. Let's fire it up and see how it turned out. See if it's any better. It should be much better because that injector is hooked up and yeah, everything, you know, all the stuff. Initial startup is hard to tell whether or not, I mean, obviously it's going to run better with that injector hooked up, but whether spark plugs make a difference or not. worked. I guess now we're gonna get it loaded up, and next time you see me, we'll be at the track. So we're back, another drift day. This time it's the Import Spring Showoff here in Utah at the Utah Motorsports Campus. Just got here, everything's ready. Got a new GoPro mount on my helmet. I'm actually holding my helmet behind you. We're gonna go take the first run and get this thing dialed in, get me dialed in. Let's go shreddy. Turns. Just burned it off. Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. So what you want to do when you're tightening these things down, make sure that you really ugga-dugga the first one, because then it screws all the rest of them up when you put them on. Pro tip.
What does ugga-dugga mean?
Ugga-dugga.
You learn something new
every day. Ugga-dugga right there. But as much of a hack as that might seem, you still run the torque on them. .100 foot-pounds to be exact. Dunzo.
Those clouds above us look really cool.
And reason number 2 for owning a drift truck, besides they haul ass and take names, is hauling tires.
Add them to the stack.
Jack's phone. You ready for your ride? Alright, nothing left in the bed, right?
Oh, let's double check.
So now this is part of our pre-flight check, because last time I might have left a half-inch impact wrench in the bed of my truck that fell out while I was drifting, and didn't realize it till a week and a half later when I messaged them and they said, yeah, we found it on the track. Bless you.
Why, hello there.
All right, you ready?
Talk about making an entrance.
Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. You know I be on a what? Man on a mission, I'ma get it. You know I be on a what? Yeah. It's all hard, ain't no fear here. You ain't giving it to all, you steer clear. Never beat, I've been down and I reappear. You got some money on the line, you better put it here. Rolling in
All right, you guys, so it's actually a couple days after the event. It's over and I'm home and unpacked and everything's out of the trailer. So it was good. Can't complain. The truck ran fantastic. It's amazing how much better things run when you have all cylinders firing the way they should be. I am gonna pull the plugs out here, at least on a couple of them, just to test. We're not gonna do that right now, but I'm gonna look at that. The only real problem I had was this fuel pump right here. So I've got to get another pump, a different, I don't know if I'm gonna go with exactly that style again, even though I have all the hoses and everything. We'll see. So I really want to go drive it, but now I've got to wait on fixing that because I will run out of gas. But that's really the only thing that didn't work. That and bloody hell. This thing puts some, I've got some racing brake pads on there that are not supposed to throw that much dust, but they throw a lot of dust. So got to get that figured out. I'm not super happy about that, and I don't like it when I'm just daily driving. But I guess dust on the wheels means that it's not chewing through the rotors. But rotors are cheap, pads are expensive. I'd rather eat the rotors. But anyway, I'm, turning into the rambling man. Thanks for watching. Go check out ChewyK'sGarage.com. Very soon I'm gonna have the 4th of July stuff, Independence Day, proud to be an American kind of stuff on there. So yeah, go check that out. There's some stuff on there that I'm pretty proud of. I designed it all myself and I think it's pretty cool. So I tend to be pretty patriotic and believe in what our country stands for, what the foundations that it was built on. So anyway, go check them out, ChewyK'sGarage.com. Follow me on Instagram at ChewyK'sGarage and on Facebook at ChewyK'sGarage. Everything's Chewy K's Garage. So thanks for hanging out. Thanks for checking out the truck once again. And we'll see you next time.